Uh, okay. I think. Okay, this thing on. Okay. Good morning, everybody. If you're in the East Coast, West Coast, wherever. This is Andrew Benjamin with the We Are Rising podcast. I'm joined by Teep to the Junk, who's getting caffeine right now. Uh, and we're going to be doing this is the first time ever trying something like this, a live reaction to a press conference. Apologize for my appearance. I'm tired. It is 5 a.m. right now, and I am exhausted. So hopefully, hopefully this works out, and this is not an absolute failure. So in case, and yeah, I'm gonna be watching the Bellator feed. I'm assuming that's gonna have like English translations, and hopefully we can get something, and Teep can get back here so I don't sound like I'm talking to myself. Uh, so now they still have that. It has so if you want to get on it, you can still get on it right now. Teep, are you there?
Yo, what's up, Andrew? I am here. I'm just waiting for my order. Thanks for having me. You look like crap. I look like crap too, though. We're even. Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, Bellator Fanatic. Bellator Fanatic Teep, can you just talk? While I do some things right now. Just take care of some things.
It'll be a pleasure. This is huge. I don't know when I was this happy last. Probably when Nemkov got his title shot. Fedor's protege at light heavyweight. But yeah, man, Scotty Coates gets some done. Sakirabara, these guys are putting together like a more involved version of co-promotion. I mean, this is literally like Bellator versus Rizin. We've wanted this. We've seen them like on the periphery of direct co-promotion. You know, we had the Bellator Japan post limbs that were fought under Rizin rules in the cage. Awesome. From what I gather, this is going to be Rizin rules in the ring, or at least it's going to be in the ring. So hopefully it's Rizin rules. I mean, you don't want to go to the ring and then pull an affliction and have unified, you know? So this is absolutely thrilling. They announced 4 of the 5 competitors on the main card that are going to, they're going to compete. We've got the 2017 Rizin Grand Prix champion, former Rizin and Bellator bantamweight champion Shoji Haraguchi, who's going to be on it. Got Juan Archuleta, the former bantamweight champion, the Spaniard, and then we've got the fantastic AJ McKee, who won his lightweight debut, but this great featherweight who won his debut at 155 against Fight Carlisle in a fantastic fight. And you've got the great Patricio Pitbull. Pitbull, and for your benefit, Andrew, that's the smaller of the Pitbull brothers, the featherweight, who did go up and beat up Michael Chandler at lightweight, but he's
I don't know
basically
the
a
difference.
featherweight.
I don't know the difference between the two. So
So he wears a mustache a lot less. Patricio, and he's the coach level Pitbull. So he's the guy that Cejudo says is such a great mentor to him. Like Patricio Pitbull is one of the great featherweights of all time. And one of the top pound fighters in the sport. He just avenged his only recent loss, beating AJ McKee. This is very exciting. I don't know who they're gonna put up against these guys, and who's the 5th guy. Maybe it should be Fedor against any damn body in the world. Just get Fedor in there in the ring. That would be a dream come true. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm. Uh, who have they announced so far? I forgot. My brain's not operating right now. Uh, who's gonna be there again? I
Yes,
know Archuleta.
you got Archuleta, Pitbull, McKee, and oh shoot, I just blanked. See, I'm waiting for my coffee. I'm not even here yet. McKee, Pitbull, Archuleta, and Haraguchi. So Haraguchi is signed from Rizin. He's fought back in Rizin, but he's going to be representing Bellator because, ultimately it's just about the big fight. Let me ask you something while we wait for them to start. Who do you think, who is there at, just talking featherweight, you got Pitbull and McKee at featherweight. Who are some of the key featherweights in Rizin's division that might go up against these great fighters?
Sorry, what was the question again? I have to. What was the question again?
Featherweight.
My brain is on delay here, unfortunately.
Cool, man. I'm of limited intelligence at my best moments in this crazy hour right now. Who are the featherweights do you think might be involved in this from the Rizin side?
Would be probably Satoshi. Oh wait, featherweight. No, he's a lightweight. I'm sorry. It'll be let's see, Clever. Let's see, maybe Vugar because of the he actually has fought in Bellator before. Um, I'm trying to think. Who else? Right now, Sori Yamamoto. He's kind of one of their big featherweights. Mikuru is technically a featherweight as well. Mikuru, but their biggest guy is actually a featherweight. I keep on forgetting about that. I always think that he's lightweight for some reason.
You
Uh,
think we might because Mickey I think is at 155 now.
yeah,
You think
no,
that's a
there'll be no Mikuru. There'll be no Mikuru because he said that he's still feeling he still has some head injuries from the previous from the Mayweather fights. So he said he's not going to be at New Year's Eve.
oh that's understandable. What about his brother?
Uh, that would be Bantam. So I would assume yes, he did. That's if he doesn't break his hand during training because he's always breaking his hands during training or during a fight. He has like glass hands.
Oh, I see. Because you know, Haraguchi would be one thing, but you've got Archuleta there. What about Archuleta against Kai? That could be intense, right?
And what is it even Archuleta like? Doesn't he like go? Doesn't he fight at 135, 145, and 155?
Oh, yeah, he's fought at both, and I think in the regionals he was a champion 3 weights. So this is a guy who can fight across weight. He doesn't give any f. Can we swear on this stream, or is it better
Oh
to keep
yes,
it?
yeah. We passed the threshold. We passed it. You have to wait. So here's what I've learned with cursing on with YouTube. So apparently the algorithm does not. You can curse as much as you want. Well, I shouldn't say as much you want, but much more after maybe about a few minutes. I've heard people say it's 5 minutes. I heard people say it's 10, and then the algorithm kind of just relaxes, or the self-censoring algorithm. That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's true or whatever, but that's what I've heard. Hold on, we do have another person get with us who's another overseas geek who's awake at this time. Chris, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What's good, y'all? I mean, I know y'all. Hey, Teep, what's up?
Chilling,
Chris,
bro.
sorry,
How's it
what
been?
were you saying? You were saying
I
something?
was, I was just basically saying hi to Teep to the Junk, who was also on this call.
Yes, yeah. So we're all insane. Oh, it's actually starting right now. I'm gonna put up the volume.
Yeah, because we overseas geeks want to know what's going on with this special event that's going to happen on New Year's Eve, which is going to be tape delayed to the rest of the
Well,
world.
hold on, Chris, please don't say that. Please don't say that because I don't want that. I don't want that energy here. I don't want that energy. I don't need that. I really hope that we don't. It's not doesn't go that way. So
Oh, my apologies.
no, I
Let's
just
see
don't want.
the
I just
load.
don't want to be praying. I pray that I don't hear tape delay. If I hear tape delay, I I'm
Okay,
dead. Okay.
let's hear the translation right about now. Okay, right now we are hearing a lot of talk trying to set the table up. I mean, after all, half of this is going to be in Japanese, half of it will be in English.
Yo, this is freaking crazy. Gary, real quick, let me ask you, Kristen. So who are some of the featherweights you think might go up might be put in there with Patricio Pitbull, assuming he's at 145. What do you think?
You're talking about somebody going up to face Patricio Pitbull?
Well, he's on the card, so unless he's rematching McKee on the card, if it's Bellator versus Rizin, they're not going to rematch.
I don't think it's going to be Bellator fights in the Rizin ring. It's going to be Bellator versus Rizin for 5 straight fights.
Yeah, so who are some of the featherweights, man? Because Pitbull's probably going to fight at featherweight. I mean, he's not even a big featherweight, so I assume he's not going to fight anyone at lightweight. You never know.
Hold on, guys. Very important. Very important. The Rizin ring girls are coming up. Oh, Teep, it sounds like you're muffled. Someone says that. Someone says like you're muffled. I guess like Carmen speaking like this.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
The Rizin girls and the Bellator girls are on the stage.
There's no such thing as Bellator girls. Are there? I don't.
I mean, other than Mercedes Terrell, no. I mean, but yeah. Aside from that, there are only like, as far as right now, the fighters that are announced on the Bellator side are all either bantamweights or featherweights. AJ McKee, Patricio Pitbull, Kyoji Horiguchi, and Quick Andrew. Who else?
So McKee, Pitbull, Archuleta,
AJ McKee, Patricio Pitbull, and Kyoji Horiguchi. That's the 4.
The Kyoji Horiguchi thing is so weird. It really is weird that he's branded as a Rizin, as a Bellator fighter.
But he has a Rizin title.
I know, it's so weird. T, what do you think about that Bellator saying that he's our fighter, despite being champion?
Signed to Bellator now, so he's competing in their bracket. So just like any other promotion, once you get the guy, just like PFL is not going to be like, we've got Bellator's Rory McDonald, before he retired, they're like, we got.
Okay, hold on. Sakaki Bar is going to be talking. Let's see if he has anything interesting to say.
All the media and fans who gathered today under chilly weather, thank you very much. I appreciate it all very much.
ちょっと個人的なこと、個人的でも格闘技の歴史においては僕にとって忘れられないし、プライドにとっても忘れられない。2007年3月27日、このヒルズアリーナで、私はプライドの代表を置いて、プライドの営業権を UFC、その当時のオーナーである
Positive news for Jeff.
Oh, so we're getting an appearance by Scott Coker, Teep.
Yes, we are.
Oh yeah, Scotty Cokes, give us some news, brother.
Oh no, he mentioned K1.
Okay, so pretty much we already know the history of Scott Coker in mixed martial arts. And yes, Andrew, he did mention K1, but it was K1 in the FEG era.
Well, I think K1's running their own press conference right now as well, I think, for one of their shows.
Oh, of course they are. Some K Festa bullshit. But still, I'm pretty sure that won't mean any controversy if Coker mentioned K1. Because when he ran or when he was a part of K1, it was a very different promotion than
Oh
what
yeah.
it is now.
Oh, way back when MMA was still like outlaw, had an outlaw feel to it.
Yeah, the whole human cockfighting era.
No, it just felt different. Oh,
Indeed.
I've seen that the Bellator guys are in Japan, or at least some of them. Are they bringing them out yet?
not yet. Skoker's still talking.
Yeah, I'm on the move, so I'm gonna watch this as soon as we finish. Ironically.
All he mentioned was that Sakaki Bara said, "Bring your best fighters over," and he said, "Like, okay, I'll bring champions over."
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
In his case, it'll be former featherweight and bantamweight champions. But in a way, this fight card, well, this portion of the fight card will definitely, in a sports sense, feel like an all-star game. Some of the best fighters in the world converging on a 20-foot by 20-foot ring, or 22 by 22. I don't know the full dimensions of the Rizin ring, but I do
The
know
ring is huge. The ring they use is huge. If I seen it in person, it's like it's bigger than the deep ring. It's bigger than I think it's bigger than New Japan ring is as well. I think dimensional wise.
So you're basically saying 26 by 26?
I think just like eyeballing it, I think it's about it gotta be in the 20s. like 26, 26, 25, 25, something like that.
And this has to be on the Rizin rules, right?
Okay.
I would guess so. Unless they, unless they do a thing. Remember the last time they did the whole thing where they did the two separate shows, the Bellator show and then the Rizin show, and the Bellator show was in the cage. I think that's what they're gonna probably do again. Unless they're just planning to do one big show and it's just under Rizin rules. I figure that they probably. Well, it only says December 31st, anyways, so far. So then
I
again,
think in one of the. Sorry, brother.
no, go ahead, T.
I was gonna say, I think in the press release they mentioned they're gonna leave the cage and enter the Rizin ring. I'm just wondering what the rule set's gonna be.
Okay. You have to also take what Rizin says with a grain of salt because they just changed their mind and may not even know at this point what they're actually doing.
Fair point.
I think they're gonna bring out some of the fighters shortly.
And when they do bring out the fighters, we'll probably know what matchups are going to be taking place and the fifth and final matchup taking place as well. Here's Sakaki Bar speaking now.
Sakaki Bar is talking. We'll be here for another hour.
No, we won't. He'll probably wrap it up quickly, hopefully.
The idea of seeing the great Patricio Pitbull on fighting with soccer kicks and all knees and everything like that just makes me so happy. Please, guys, come through with that. Come on, Scotty Co. And who might the fifth person be, guys? While he's talking his thing, who do you think the fifth Bellator fighter for the main card might be?
Here's the thing. Not that interestingly enough, so apparently the Rizin stream is has about 30,000, 40,000 people watching. Nobody's watching the Bellator stream, unfortunately, so far.
Bullshit. We're watching the Bellator stream, aren't we?
Oh, yes, I am, because I figured I'd have the English subtitles.
Come on, man. This ain't anime. Let's be real. But still, though, right now we're taking a look at the streaming options.
Oh my god, the most expensive ticket for it when they go on sale, 500,000 yen. That's insane. And it says VVIP, not just VIP. It's VVIP. That's very important person.
So we need a shirt like that. Very, very important person. Oh my god.
And then the VIP is 100,000 yen. Whatever.
How much is that in American?
Sorry?
How much is that in US dollars?
That's about 1,000, I think it is.
No. 500,000 yen, and I just converted this, by the way. 500,000 yen is $3,400.
That's
US.
fucking insane. That's insane. I was off base, but that's insane. Charlie, CJ is saying those prices are insane, and he's absolutely right.
Wow. But I think, is it fair to say that this is more for the Japanese fans than the American fans? We love it because we're nerds and we love all that stuff, but really, just as indicated by the stream numbers, this is Japanese fans going, wow, because this is two of the top 3 fighters in the whole company across all weights.
But also, you have to always be careful. Don't price out your audience. You're always in danger of doing that. That's always a big danger.
Come to think of it, look no further but the pay-per-views that they had.
VIP for that December night show.
Hold on 1 second, T, they're doing translation. Okay. Oh, sorry about that, Teep. Go ahead. Oh,
I
they're
was gonna
doing a
say this.
video. Hold on, they're doing a video now. Oh, looks like a
All right.
trailer. And they're using Walter's music from WWE.
Yeah,
What
Walter's
song
theme,
is that?
now Gunter's theme.
I'm fully 30 years out of the wrestling group. What music is that?
Was it Imperium? Is that the name of the group?
Yep.
Oh, Teep, you're gonna love this trailer when you see it.
Here we go. Here's the fight announcements.
So they're saying Koji's at flyweight. That's
He had
interesting.
mentioned that.
Oh,
Yeah, he had mentioned.
so it looks like Kyoji versus Hiromasa Ogikubo. Third time or fourth time, Christian?
I think this is probably gonna be the fourth time they're facing off against each other.
Bantamweight, we got Juan Archuleta.
And as far as commentary goes for either the Showtime card or the pay-per-view card here in the States. Oh shit.
Soul Jewel Kim. That's a big step up for Soul Jewel Kim.
Mm-hmm. And a big step up for Archuleta too.
No, I mean,
We got featherweight. We got your thing, Teep. Featherweight. Oh, champion versus champion.
Brazilian versus Brazilian as well. Clever Koike Ernst versus Patricio Pitbull Fiore.
By the way, Christian, I don't think he goes by Earps anymore. Did he remove his delete that from his
I unfortunately think he does, but who gives a shit? I'm still using it.
Oh, AJ McKee.
Seriously? Oh, I love it so much.
Here's your guy, AJ McKee, and they said lightweight for him, I think.
Mm-hmm, it is.
Versus Satoshi.
Oh,
guy who beat Tofik.
You crazy bastards, you did it. Oh, I love this. I love it so much. I love this so much.
And I mean, you got to think about it. Is that going to be a title fight? Hell, is the Horiguchi versus
I don't think it should be. No. I don't think if they do. I think that you do non-title, and if he beats them, then you have a story, a reason to do title fights. Right, Team. Because here's the thing. Well, it would be for Rizin anyway, but I just don't like. AJ McKee's done nothing to earn a title shot in Rizin. That's my personal opinion.
Here comes Lenny Hart.
Does nothing in Rizin. They better announce Fedor right now. She needs to be brought out, and they bring Fedor out in his fucking sweater. I'll say something afterwards.
Wait a minute. Why is Lenny Hart saying, oh, wait, it's because of the fact that he trains out of American Top Team? I mean, the reason why Lenny Hart is saying Kyoji Horiguchi is from the U.S., not Japan. Remember, he's from Takasaki Gunma, Japan originally. He resides in Coconut Creek, Florida. Therefore,
Teep, you'll be happy to know that Juan Archuleta has the Spaniard outfit. No helmet, though. He's got the hat and the poncho.
That man has suits. Him and Ralphion Stotts, those guys got style. I have none, so I admire it. My hat's off to him. Imaginary hat. I'm actually wearing a Boston like a walking cap, you know? Popular here. Hides my big head. But on what you were saying, Andrew, yeah, I don't care if it's title fight or not. It's fight great.
It just sucks to me that this fight between Ogikubo and Horiguchi isn't a title fight.
Well, Teep, have you seen Clever fight before? Either in KSW or Rizin?
Yeah, but I'd have to. I'm gonna go search and refresh my memory. You know,
Okay.
because
You can
it's
easily
not in the
find
Bellator.
you can
I
easily
was gonna
find
say
his
if it's not
fights
in the Bellator,
on YouTube. Sorry?
if it's not in the Bellator textures, I don't retain the information. You know,
I gotcha.
but
Yes. You are the Bellator fanatic.
I am a fanatic, not an expert, but definitely a fanatic. The passion is there. You go. I have more limited intelligence. I must be the happiest fan in the world right now, though. That's the important thing, man. Sports is fun. I couldn't be
Here we
happier.
go.
Unless
Fighters are
Translation
about
for
to
on.
speak. Let's hear what they gotta say. By the way, for the record, it'll be Horiguchi Ogikubo 3, not 4, taking place on New Year's Eve.
Okay, gotcha.
that's an awesome fight, even if it's a repeat.
I think that the Koike Pitbull fight will probably be the most interesting fight of the entire Rising 40 card, not just the Bellator versus Rising portion.
I don't know. I would have to say McKee and Satoshi. That would really that because that will show like if if Satoshi can beat somebody like McKee, then he's not just like you know he's definitely like elite top 10, top 5 in the world, in my personal opinion.
And
Now
come to
they're
think
fighting.
of it, considering the fact that AJ McKee fought, considering the fact that for AJ McKee, this will be the first time fighting outside of Bellator or any major promotion. Oh, wait, I hear Shingo talking.
Real quick, guys. So the prelim is supposed to be all Rizin fights, or is it a mix of Bellator and Rizin fights?
Don't know as of yet.
Give responsibility to.
Again,
Gonna get some
Or-
comments though.
oh, comments from the fighters? Let's go.
From
Hey guys, real quick. What if they did the Eblin Musafi rematch? Now Eblin's half Korean. I know it's not quite the same, but like that would be a big fight. Musafi in Japan. What do you think?
hold on 1 second. He's translating Horiguchi.
Oh, my bad.
My opponent will be Hiromasu Udikiko. This is gonna be a third fight. Fighting for the third time. Now make sure he'll never want to fight me ever again. Thank you.
You mean on this card? Oh wait, we got Juan gonna say something. He always says something interesting.
I mean, you would know. You were there for some of his most interesting moments.
He said absolutely nothing except that he's a Dragon Ball Z fan. Oh, sorry, Teep. What were you saying?
Oh, I forget, man. I'm
So
just so
Johnny
happy.
Eblin, I think, right? Johnny Eblin and Gegard.
Yeah, so what about that rematch?
I don't know
Japan.
in Japan. I don't think in Japan. I think that's something that they say for one of their Bellator shows. That's the thing. I think this is just going to be a Ryzen. I think they're just
Yeah,
it's just a Ryzen
something
versus
like
Bellator show.
who they have at heavyweight? Fedor versus some ex sumo guy. He won't do it.
Yeah, I mean, like, but speculation in our Discord that that might be Fedor versus Bader 2, with Fedor representing.
That one. Hey, that's cool with me, man. Fedor representing Japan, where he had his greatest work. Sure, man.
But still, though, why of all fucking things would Archuleta mention? I mean, yeah, I get he's an anime fan, but why mention Dragon Ball Z? Come on. Was that the
Hold on 1 second. We got Patricio talking.
and he's gonna need 2 translators.
Someone said it in the Discord. Maybe they'll do dinner with Fedor this time.
That's funny.
But
Yeah, and the card starts him on Showtime. So
Oh,
how
we got
take away?
AJ on. We got AJ.
come to think of it, when this press conference is over, we should all give our full reaction to this.
When it comes to full reactions, everybody has 2 minutes because I'm going right the fuck to bed after this. So 2 minutes, and then I'm muting you. So after that, so after everything's done, yeah, 2 minutes for everybody.
Of course. But we're gonna probably react more in the Discord.
Go right, react as much as you want because I'm going right to bed, right back to bed.
So I think I'm gonna go live on my channel. Christian, if you're still up and you want to jump on, I got to do a little other reaction.
Okay, cool.
Oh man, I'll shoot you the link.
Mispronunciation of the promotion name aside, I'm pretty sure AJ McKee's happy to fight on the same stage that his famous father fought on once upon a time.
Did his father fight in Japan? His father fought in Japan?
Yes.
Oh yeah, the Shinya Yoki fight. I forgot about that. Yeah, the Shinya Yoki
He fought
fight.
in Pride, and Antonio McKee fought in Pride and Dream. Don't forget that.
Now we're gonna have. We're having Ogi Kubo speak. Just quickly, I'm surprised that Ogi Kubo's fighting because he got his eye injured badly in the Soul Chim Kim fights. I think they said that he broke his orbital bone. I thought, so I figured he wasn't gonna be fighting. Anyway, sorry about that. Kim's talking.
And again, he will need 2 translators. By the way, just now hearing the interpretation of Ogi Kubo's speech from Shingo Kashiwagi, it seems like Ogi Kubo really, really hates Horiguchi.
they actually dislike each other, or he dislikes him on a personal level?
I think it's a professional level because Koraguchi's beat him twice, and he said that he's punched me more times than I would have liked, so something along those lines. And
Hey guys, forgive my horrible
yeah,
memory. Who was it? Ogi Kubo had this is fantastic, one of the fights of the year in one of his last several fights. Who was that?
Ishiwatari, I think you might be thinking of. It was either Shintaro Ishiwatari or I think it was the Ishiwatari fights.
What a fight! I'm gonna go back and watch that on their YouTube after all this other mess is done tonight. This morning, I mean.
By the way, I just want to also mention that Solchu Kim's hair looks nice now. Oh,
What are you laughing at, Andrew?
you'll hear. Okay, so apparently Solchu Kim's wife promised him that she would buy him a Nintendo Switch if he won, but she did not buy it yet.
Basically, he's like a man child, so to speak. He's entitled to shit.
Yeah. You got Kleber speaking now. Now we got Satoshi.
Everybody here.
The Q&A portion. This will be interesting, hopefully.
Question to
Oh, rule set. They're going to be talking about the rule set.
はい、今回、ちょっとの話をしているのは、
Why are they're playing the music over them talking? It's really annoying.
Maybe they're trying to brush them off like it's the Oscars or something.
Simple enough. Rizin ring, Rizin rules. There, that answers that.
That's the way it should be.
Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously, if it wasn't Rising rules and a Rising event, I mean, it would be a completely separate deal altogether.
Well, those fighters are going to challenge Rizin in Japan, so they need to fight under the rule set, the superior rule set, as our good friend Jay Wolf says.
Yep. Superior rule set, or as the old people say, when in Rome, do as the Romans.
Or Gucci says that he feels like he betrayed Rizin. But he is a Bellator fighter in the end.
Well, I mean, that's bullshit, considering the fact that he's fought for Rising over the last 4 years, but still, though. I mean, I can understand his point.
Well, he kind of represents both, I think. I mean, he's well liked in both realms. So, you know, it's no time to get hung up on technicalities. This is great seeing him fight in Japan, you know, where he won the title and he also won the Grand Prix 2017. Phenomenal. What a legend. What a little badass that guy is.
Exactly. And all that other 3-letter promotion had to do was cut him while he was still hot.
He does need to defend that title at some point.
Oh, I don't think
Hold on
they cut him.
hold on
He's
one
just-
second, Teep. They're translating a question from Okubo. Answer.
Horiguchi would probably deny this, but I think this is destiny. And Horiguchi kindly declined that this is destiny. 続いて榊原さん。今回の試合ですね。すごく豪華なカードで。
They Ogikubo and Horiguchi have like frenemy vibes. Some like Mean Girl shit. If you ever seen the movie Mean Girls.
I've heard of bits and pieces of Mean Girls, but I never seen the whole damn movie, and I probably wouldn't want to.
日本の北米の放送は、ですので、多分この対抗戦5試合が後半戦になる。ですので、イベントの最終、今年 DJ の試合が多分21とか22。
I'm too distracted by Sakakibara's Rolex watch that he's wearing.
You're gonna probably want one of those one day.
Timing. Oh, so they said December 31st, 8 p.m. showtime. Nothing about tape delay. Thank God so far. And they said that the main event's AJ McKee and Satoshi.
Oh, that is such a beautiful fight. Oh my goodness.
Oh, but none of these are title fights.
So basically, this is going to be a same day delay.
They didn't say delay. Did they? I thought they didn't say that.
I mean, if they're saying that the event will start at 2 p.m. JST, which is obviously 1 a.m. your time, Andrew, midnight my time. I mean, that means it's going to be a same day delay.
That would be so stupid.
Yeah, of course. Because we live in the modern era where spoilers exist.
It's not even that. This is like, it's not even spoilers, but it's just like, it's 2022. Nobody operates on that business model. Like, it's a dead business model.
Yeah, true. And plus, Showtime is a 24-hour premium channel. So.
But here's the but my guess is probably it'll be on Rizin Live or like live through whatever streaming service.
What are your impressions about your fighter and your impressions about the Rise organization?
Oh, one second. Joe Juan is saying something.
Really good stand-up, really good grappling, really good jiu-jitsu.
Oh, he didn't say anything. He didn't say anything interesting. So, no. So, yeah, maybe Showtime delay, but live on the Rizin streaming services.
And hopefully there will be a second option for international fans.
Oh, yeah, like Fight or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pay that for that pay-per-view to see it live.
Well, here's the thing.
On Showtime.
You gotta agree that like tape delay is like is nonsense in this day and age. If that's the only way we can watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I hate it. But it might be that we have the option to buy the pay-per-view and see it live. I'll go for that. It's all good. I'll take what I can get. You know, this sport has broken my heart too many times, so I just take what I can get.
I get it, but here's the thing: what is the net positive benefit? What is the net positive of delaying a show for people to watch?
It's Rise in their own region to be able to do the show as a numbered event to fulfill their obligations if they can't have it live on another service. You know, VPNs and stuff. It's on Showtime Live. That's just a guess.
In the organization, it's a phenomenal opportunity.
Sorry, AJ McKee say something now.
By far, probably has.
He didn't say anything interesting. No, there's no positive. Like
only for Rizin's broadcasters domestically, I would assume that they have a contractual.
No,
thing.
but here's they're having this show, but the show is clearly also geared towards us. So why have a show that's going to be available to the probably the regular MMA fan would probably expect it to be on Showtime and not watch through Rizin whatever.
No, it might be that they sell the rights to their live event to say Fight TV, right? But then once the events actually happen, then Showtime, because it says Viacom negotiating with Rizin and whoever their people are. So I'm assuming they're forced.
There's no, Rizin's not on TV anymore, terrestrial TV anymore in Japan.
But if it was simulcast on Showtime, what would that do to their negotiating power for like the pay-per-view cut?
Well, you know, that's the thing. Yeah, they should have it on live at whatever time it is on Showtime, 1 a.m., whatever.
I mean, because again, when it comes down to Showtime, they ain't showing nothing but movies at that point, or in the case of their other channels, more adult there. But still, though, when it comes down to that, yeah, they should air it live, but they should also air they should also air the full show live, but they should air like same day delay of the Rise and Bellator coverage at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's just what I would do.
No, I think you're right, Chris. Live and then re-air it 8 p.m. That's totally fine.
I wonder if the prelims will be live.
Will they even have any prelims? Well, they haven't announced anything so far, so I'm not.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that. They don't even have them.
Yeah, but they're not gonna announce any prelims. I mean, because when you're watching a Rising card, you're getting the whole fucking card. You're not getting.
Remember the Bellator? Remember the Bellator show that they had? Bellator portion of the Rizin versus Bellator show in 2019 was only 5 matches.
So and then they had the post limbs.
So it's more like they're booking that type of show, or are we kind of like similar type of length or amount of fights?
What are your thoughts on fighting me?
Oh, they're asking the Bellator fighters about fighting in the ring. I want to hear this. Not that Horiguchi matters to him because he's fought in the ring before.
Yeah, he's one of the great bantamweights of the ring.
AJ said something very interesting. He said he hasn't fought in the ring since his amateur days.
Yeah, he's like 6-1, honestly. Doesn't Coke signed him one amateur, you know? Whole pro career, 19-1, all in those.
Only thing is though, a lot of these Bellator fighters aren't used to the grounded stuff. So hopefully they realize, you know, they're so used to training in one way. I wonder if you could kind of it's almost like kind of like second nature for them not to probably do any of that stuff.
Well, in a way, Patricio Pitbull and Patricky Pitbull by extension did start out their careers kind of fighting in Bellator. So
and then he did whichever Pitbull brother got the soccer kick on Luis Gustavo.
That was Patricky.
Yeah, that was yeah. So anyway, it looks like the press conference is over. So yes, quick thoughts. Teep, you're our guest. Tell us your quick thoughts so far on Bellator, Rizin versus Bellator, Saitama, 12/31.
Okay, first off, holy crap. Second, there's one more fight they're going to announce for minimum for this thing. So they said 5 fights, so we got 4 of them. I love these matchups. You know, you don't have to worry about either of the Pitbull brothers and the Rising rules. Turkey showed that. Patricio's got a sky-high fight IQ. He can be fine. Archuleta has very good offensive wrestling when he takes that approach. We're going to see some grounded knees, some side control. And I think McKee is going to shine in this rule set. He's very intelligent, as is his father. And but I think he's going to focus on a few certain things he can add to his game. Like with a knockdown, he'll train to like go ahead and punch him right in the head. Or maybe knees from side control, knees from like if he's great stand-up, so if someone's shooting on him, like, you know, that north-south knees, I think he's going to be fine. Horiguchi's fought in this rule set. So this is great. These are great bookings. You know, the number 1 and the number 3 pound-for-pound fighter in Bellator being sent over to Japan is what the sport needs. This is what boxing gets sometimes. Even if it's not title fights, we're getting promotions, the best among the promotions coming in and colliding. Instead of always trying to protect everybody, just go do it. Give the fans these fights. So I love this, 100%. That's all I got to say right now.
The difference, I think you could attest to this, Teep, that managers in boxing are a lot more like hard lines than like obviously there's less managerial interference. That's because also stuff like the Ali Act as well, you know, not being involved in MMA. But it is, you know, that is kind of like maybe like one positive of not being part of the Ali Act that MMA is that we can get this stuff. I'm not saying that that's overall a good thing, but that's probably like one net positive that you don't have to really like go through more of the managers and that whole shit.
Well, the LE Act has some firewalls up, so a manager, if they are a manager, they're not a bunch of other things too, in practice, or like in theory, most often in practice. But the Ali Act, we see in boxing for a big enough fight, we do see different promoters working together, and sometimes the fighter they have their own promotion. Some of these fighters, they own their stuff. And then they need the Ali Act because it'll allow athletes to fight across promotional lines more than it does now. Now the promotion either says you can or you can't, or the contracts are exclusive. Boxing doesn't have to quite worry about it being, the promoters don't get away with as much stuff in boxing, even though there's a lot of games and it's always crazy in combat sports. It's better than what we have.
Chris, your thoughts?
Well, I'm going to basically double down on what I was going to say earlier. Basically, the main fight that I'm going to be looking forward to, even though we only heard about 4 fights announced, is going to be the McKee, not the McKee versus Toshi fight, but I mean, if you think about it, all 4 of these fights are going to be interesting, but I do think that oh my God, I'm already zoned out for which fight I'm actually looking forward to. Shit, I might as well say all of them, because when you think about it, 3 of those fighters on the Bellator side, excluding Horiguchi, are all going to be fighting in a ring probably for the first time in a while, or in the case of McKee, the first time as a pro, like what his daddy used to do in Pride and Dream. And, when it comes down to all these fights, especially the Ogikubo Horiguchi fight, it's going to be the 3rd time these 2 men will face off against each other, even though it sucks. No title on the line. But it's still, all these fights are still going to be absolutely fun. Now, the only thing that's going to be cleared up is how we're going to be able to watch it live. And obviously, what will Showtime do in the interim, putting this on delay, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's the most stupid. This is where Rizin will take 10 steps forward or 10 steps backwards, and then one giant step forward, but 10 small steps backwards, and I just don't get it. Whatever.
I mean, all we can hope for is that this entire fight card, Rizin 40, which is going to be held at the Saitama Super Arena New Year's Eve Saturday, by the way, New Year's Eve 2022. We all hope that this event will at least be shown on Fight in some capacity.
Okay. Well, they're gonna say, just quickly, I think the fight that I'm looking forward to the most is McKee and Satoshi. It's a new fight. I think it's the most interesting stylistically, because I could see Satoshi submitting McKee, but I can see McKee also beating Satoshi as well. I think it's a very even fight. Well, very not even, but it's a very compelling fight. Actually, I forgot. So they also during the show they're gonna have the atomweight finals as well. So we have that. We have the heavyweight fight or not the heavyweight fight, but what are the 5th fights? Most likely heavyweight fights. A lot of people are speculating.
Wait a minute. I know about the Super Atomweight Grand Prix final between Ayaka Hamasaki and Siwoo Park, but what about the heavyweight fight?
Well, no. People are speculating that it's gonna be Fedor.
Are you sure? The dude is on a retirement tour.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, this would be his final fight, presumably. I'm guessing. I don't know.
To have him fight Ryan Bader, even if it's a non-title fight, have them fight in the ring under Fedor. In the ring is.
So it looks like it's Charlie has a funny statement. He says so. Team Rizin has 1 Japanese fighter. I just realized that right now. What was I gonna say? So so it looks like I think the way this show might go is kind of like how Super Rizin and Rizin 38 went, where it's like Super Rizin was one portion And then the second portion, I don't know why they don't do that. Have the Rizin versus Bellator portion just be, available to us at like 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. and then, do.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, Andrew. You're basically, if you're basically doing it that way, you're going to have people try and take off on a Friday night, December 30th, trying to find a way to watch it.
That's fine. There's not a lot of people. Why? Why not? Why not? I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't understand. What's your point? Chris, can you just explain that? I just don't understand, like, why that's a bad thing.
Come to think of it, wouldn't that be false advertising considering the fact that, it's being advertised for the 31st here in the States, but you're going to basically delay it a day?
Wait, no.
Well, they're advertising.
No. I'm saying that they should do what they did for Super Rizin and Rizin 38.
Right. Like the whole thing on Fight, basically.
Oh no, just Showtime. The Rizin versus Bellator
either or, so to speak, because I think they're going to be doing the whole Showtime fight thing for the Anderson Paul Jake Silver fight this weekend. But yeah, basically have the Rizin Bellator fight card go on first. Yeah. And then the rest of the Rizin 40 card.
That's not like what they do. Yeah, it makes perfect sense in this day and age. Again, this day and age, there's no excuse to be doing tape delays. There isn't. Nobody can convince me. Nobody can make a compelling argument for why there should be a tape delay for anything at this point. No. There's none.
No,
there's none. If you try to make. Go ahead. Sorry.
Especially in the case where we can watch events back, where we can watch shows back, like the day after they end.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm fucking falling asleep.
And
Chris,
also,
I think
one more thing.
Yes, quickly.
One more thing. I can only hope that when it comes down to this card, hopefully we'll get the same Rizin crew of Joe Ferraro and Damian Beatdown Brown commentating. But hopefully for the Showtime portion, we can get, hopefully for the Showtime portion, more Ronaldo will be back to call this event again. This type of event again, because it's been long overdue.
Yeah, he's got to come back. At least one time. It's got to be Morrow. Come on, man. He's the GOAT. You got to get him. He's got to be calling these fights for that Showtime card.
I'll quickly say this before we go. If they have Fedor, then you have to get Morrow. That as simple as that. If it's Fedor's last fight. Anyway, guys, I'm fucking tired. You guys can do whatever you want on Teep's channel, but Teep, actually, are you gonna do something, Teep? Are you gonna go ahead and do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get another small coffee, and then I'm gonna go back live and invite Chris on, but maybe have a few more reactions.
Okay, great. Where can people go and do that for you?
Random Acoustic Thoughts is my YouTube channel. You can find me on Twitter at TeeptotheJunk. And thanks for listening, everybody, and thanks for having me on, Andrew and Christian. Good stuff, guys.
No problem. I'm gonna go to bed. Chris, we'll be talking soon. We'll be talking some Rizin 39 very short sometime this week.
Yeah, hopefully so. And obviously we will be previewing Rizin Landmark 4, which is going to take place in the late night hours of my birthday weekend next weekend.
Yes, happy early birthday. We'll get that soon. Everybody who joined, thank you so much. Everybody, and get some sleep, you overseas geeks. Come on. We'll talk soon.